former vice president, talking to reporters a little bit earlier today. Did he answer that question? At least from what we played, it didn't sound like he did answer that question about Anita Hill.
No, he didn't say if he would appoint her to the Supreme Court, but obviously aware of that controversy, the fact that it's still lingering this far. Listen, this has been a classic New Hampshire trip for Joe Biden. He did take questions from voters at that House party this morning. You can see them breaking down the barn behind me where he spoke to another group of about 400 voters this afternoon. But we are seeing a little bit of a different Joe Biden over these last few weeks as he's been continuing to take fire from his opponents, now acknowledging all the incoming from his opponents, but really continuing to double down on his core message of taking on Donald Trump, their battle to restore the soul of America, but also the need to unite the country. Let's take a listen to what he told voters earlier today.
We have to unite this country. I know that's not very much in vogue these days. I'm told that, Biden thinks it's like we go back to the old days. I don't want to go back to anything old. Whether I end up being your nominee or anybody else, I'm going to support whoever the nominee is because we must defeat Donald Trump.
Biden yesterday saying it's good to be the front runner. That means you're the front runner. The downside is, yes, there's a lot of people behind you gunning for you. He said he looks forward to potentially answering more questions in the future with a little bit more time than those 30 seconds that he had in the debate. Some of the other questions he got from voters today included the Iraq war vote in 2002. Biden saying it was a mistake to trust President George W. Bush, that was not necessarily going to lead to war, but to allowing more weapons inspectors to come in. He also said, no, he wouldn't expand the Supreme Court. That's something a lot of other Democratic candidates have been calling for.
All right, Mike, stand by.
Expand the Supreme Court?
Shaquille, how's it there in Iowa? What you seeing?
I don't think that would be legal.
Yeah, you had 4 candidates here speaking in Ankeny, Iowa. Pretty much what was a fundraiser, a barbecue fundraiser for Democrat and local candidates here in Ankeny. And what you really had was these candidates who aren't topping the polls. They all collectively, there's 4 candidates, collectively they get about 3% in national polling, especially our NBC News Wall Street Journal poll. But you have them focus on spending time with these voters, spending time pitching to these voters, introducing themselves to these voters. And especially when you look at the poll, one of the things that you see is...
You're going to ask Mike which one he likes the best.
On one hand,
that's his
voters
favorite.
who want big, bold, progressive change. And
I don't know, I kind of like it.
More moderate
Kind of
approach. I
soft.
got to talk to Senator Amy Klobuchar about that. Listen to what she told me.
He likes this one or this one.
How do you pull over those people?
Or this one. I think you like that one
Well,
too.
first of all, I've always had their support in all my races. Why? Because I do have bold ideas. I think it's bold to finally get immigration reform done, which we failed at several times. And I think we're reached a point in this country we can do it. It is bold to take on climate change, and if we don't, we're going to see more and more flooding across this country.
And you heard that similar tone from the other candidates who spoke on stage. This is going to be a very busy weekend in Iowa. Not only do you have this event going on today,